Good morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back in today's class. Today, we're on the day number 31. It's the last day of our batch. Okay. One thing which is we're going to be discussing. Thanks. Okay. So now the topic which are going to be discussed is called the integration. Integration means if I create an incident in my instance का नाम मेरे में तो ना बोलिए. Okay. 250816. If I create any incident in my instance, another instance. This is what we need to be do. And it should be on the runtime. Runtime is as soon as get created here, it should get created here as well. We are doing one-way integration as of now. Okay. This is this information, this session will give you a brief about the concepts of the integration, not a deep dive. Okay. Now, if go to restaurant, right? When we go restaurant, how we have been treated? First of all, that gatekeeper open the gate for us, we enter it. Then the manager of that particular restaurant or the head waiter of that restaurant came and say, okay, sir or ma'am, you can sit on this table or this is for you. And then the waiter come. Then the waiter come and say that what you would like to be have. So we give an order. We can say, okay, one soup might be noodles, Manchurian, or in the main course. He took that order and go in the kitchen. And then he give that thing to the chef. Because waiter is the one who is not going to be cook anything for you. Waiter work is only to take the and deliver to you. Get it from the chef. This concept, this waiter is the one which play a vital role here. How you can transfer the songs from your mobile phone to your laptop. If I take a basic example, Atul, we can use a data cable. It means the transfer is happening with the data cable, but can you touch the songs? But everything is in the data cable. This concept is called the API. Application Processing Interface. This is called the API, which takes something from you and deliver to someone else. Take something from this someone else and deliver to you. So this is the key fundamental of the integration. This is key fundamental of the integration. We tell to our APIs or we use the APIs to build the integration. And in the API we mentioned what we mentioned to waiter. We mentioned to waiter table number or mention table number, mention number of people, and then food we order. This has been bundled in a API. It can be REST or it can be SOAP. Generally, REST has been used widely because REST has more benefits than the SOAP. And practically, I have no idea that how it's work. What is REST and what's SOAP? Okay, so this information is given in the REST. वेटर लेता है, यहाँ जाता है, यहाँ से सामान लेके वापस आता है. ठीक है, तो that's fine. But how it is going to be help us in the service now? So if you want to send any data from this instance to this instance, we need something a medium. We need something a medium. And here the medium is API. Okay, the medium is API. It means, do we need to build the API or ServiceNow provide the out of the box APIs? Now ServiceNow is enough mature and ServiceNow provide APIs out of the box which are commonly used. So what to do now in this case? First, we will understand the concept of API. I'm going in my PDI only. Okay. So now let me change up all good fine. Okay. And search for the API Explorer. Click on this. This will tell you that how many APIs are given by ServiceNow. And we can do a test from here that if I need to be create an API, what parameters I need and what should be the syntax and semantics for the same. Now, when you order something which need to be go to kitchen is called the post method. You post it right to waiter. Waiter, please get this thing. When chef says, hey, it's ready, then it use the get method. These are the keys. So if you want to work on your API, ServiceNow give us the 5 methods. Post. I want a incident should get created in this instance. So I have to push, I have to post it. But I want that if anything done, any changes done in this instance, it will get in my instance. Get method. If I want to modify something in the records, put method. And if I want to delete something, is a delete method. Mainly we are going to be used in our this discussion only the post method. For the get, you have to do the two-way integration. Similar concept to put in the other instance as well. So it says on which table you want to do. It's a prepare request, means I want to be see what waiter says, sir, what you would like to be have. Indian, Chinese, Thai, Italian. So that accordingly he will select the chef. So I say I want to be used on the, I want to set this on the incident table. Okay. And here are the few parameters which you can pass. Means you say, okay, do you have the Chinese? Yes. Do you have Manchurian? Yes. Noodles? Yes. Fried rice? Yes. So these are the parameters which you're sending with your API query. Achha, can you get its information that if you make the Manchurian, can you make it little less spicy? ये क्या है मेरे क्वेरी पैरामीटर्स है, ठीक है. Because we are in the PDI as of now, so what I'm doing, I'm just simply using this table that I want to be test if I create any record in this incident table, my incident should get it in the other table. And to test this part, I'm just putting one thing, that is the this what I can say. Yes, now it's good. Sorry. So you can see post method, and this is my syntax. Now wait, why I am doing this thing? And now no change is required. We are using the JSON file and just click on the send. What I'm doing kind of thing as of now, I write a letter to myself only and put my address only and go to post office and post it. Just to be see that how this letter cycle will work and come back to me to make sure that yes, post is working here. Now in India, how many people use the post, letter post? Very less people. But in countries like UK, posts are still a key area for the communication. Greeting cards, posts, letters are the key area. So this is what I'm doing. And what response I got? 201. It means if you use this format of the request, then your API will work. Like if, sir, if you order by 9:30 p.m. maximum, you will get your order. If you order after that, you will not get. So this thing indicates that structure of API will be like this only. Okay. Now what I have to be do? ये थोड़ा सा ना, I'm just giving you the cut and short part. I'm giving you. ठीक है? It's very very cut and short we're discussing. But intention to give you information that how it's work. Now do one thing, copy this link. Because this is your API. This is the your waiter who will serve you for the complete time till you are in the restaurant. Okay. Now what I have to do? See, this is my response body. Let's see. Incident. Open. Because I send a letter to myself. Definitely I will receive that letter as well. If I receive a letter, then I have to be check. देखो ये बन गया. Just now, 3 minutes पहले. Yes, this is the same incident. If you want to verify, you can see the response body. देखो ये रहा. Number 10201. See, मतलब कि I write a letter to myself, go to the post office, did the stamping, put in the letter box. It was withdrawn by the post office, put the stamping and delivered to my address. It means the address is verified. कि भैया address तो सही है वाला. This address is fine. Process is fine in the background. Now what to do? Now we want that this incident should get created in the Yashaswini instance. So now I log in here. अभी करना कुछ नहीं इस पे mainly, but I log in here. Now we have to be draft a message. मतलब go here and search for the REST messages. Means now actual integration we are doing. And click on the system web services outbound and REST message. देखो few APIs already given, few REST messages already given by ServiceNow. Means now I am sending the actual letter to Arafat or Himanshu or Darshil now. LNG 250816. If I need to be sent a letter to Darshil or Prashant or Rahul or Yashaswini or Josna or Dhruv, what I need on the primary basis? What I need? Bolo?
Address.
Address.
और
PDI address.
address. इसके अलावा after that, other than this,
Pin
Subject
code
message
number.
message.
वो address में हो
Dot
गया
is
सारा
1
कुछ.
to 2.
पिन कोड नंबर address में हो गया. Number 1, to whom I want to be sent. Number 2, I need an address. And number 3, the letter must have some body. Right? So now I have to be tell, and this address is called the endpoint URLs, where you want to send the letter. So copy paste here. But अतुल ये तो आपका अपना घर है. So let's change this. I want to put Yashaswini house. ठीक है. Now let's say Josna says, Atul, you are invited at my kid's birthday party. I said, okay, give me the address. She gave me this address. I reach to the venue. I reach to the place, and she stay in a gated community. I said, I reached and I called to Josna. Hey Josna, I am outside your building. हाँ तो let's come inside. But the guard is stopping me. He's saying, prove your identity. If I need to be enter into the Yashaswini's instance, I have to be given authentication. Remember the same concept we use in the retrieve update set as well. Authentication we have given. So either you put the no authentication, basic or auth 2. For our case, we're using the basic authentication. Do you remember that in the cloning time, we have a clone profile? So that every time when we clone, this profile has been used. In the same manner, when you go for the authentication, we have to create a basic authentication as well, which is not there. So I will create a new authentication profile. I'll put LNG 199177 username. This is what she created for me. So don't worry that Atul, you're putting your name, and I'm putting this. So now if you want to do this exercise in your PDIs, you have to put your PDI's username and the password admins one. Now click on the submit. Every time when this API will go, every time when I go to Josna's house, I can show this identity. Okay, see, I have this proof. Okay, and now what next is just save this record. Means on the letter, we have an address and we have authentication. Now what you want? You want to send some detail or you want to retrieve some detail? What is the intention? Intention is that an incident get created in Yashaswini's PDI. So now scroll down and we have to be use the method. By default, when you create API, you will get the get method. Click on this and change it to the post method. क्योंकि हमें भी पोस्ट करना, हमें गेट नहीं करना, हमें यहाँ से भेजना है. We don't want to receive it from there. It says authentication type. I said inherit from the parent. अभी बनाया ना हमने, वहां से inherit कर लो. Okay. Anything in the HTTP request? Yes. Now we have to be see something here. This is important. Now, if you remember, When we did the transform map, what was the concept of the transform map? How it's work? What steps we follow? Anybody? Anybody? What step we follow? We did instance to instance mapping. Then we did table to table level mapping. Then we did field to field level mapping. Welcome, Ivanshu. Right? So in the same manner, if I want to send something from my instance to Yashaswini instance, I have to do the table to table level mapping that has been done. कि भैया ये incident table पे जाएगा. अब in a family, 5 people, 6 people, 7 people, 8 people are there. अब letter कैसे आता है? On a specific name. To Atul Grover, care of or son of. ये कैसे आएगा? To Josna, wife of. To Rahul, son of. To Darshil, son of, like this letters came. So तो फाइनल हो गया कि भैया हमें भेजना का है, टेबल तो कंफर्म है. नाउ हाउ द सिस्टम विल नो that if I'm sending from the incident table, it should map in the short description only. देखो, it is important point here to be understand. Being a consultant, I'm talking from the consulting perspective. When we do the integration, when we speak about the integration, this is the core area. This is the main area. Main area means you have to be do the field to field level mapping. नहीं तो कैसे पता चलेगा कि किसको लेटर देना है? This is important from the consulting perspective. So now what I'm going to be do, and we are using ServiceNow to ServiceNow. It means any of the PTA we can pick up. Name of the field will be always same. But if you are doing ServiceNow integration with any other third party tool, third party means it can be your what I can say, Jira, Jenkins, Remedy, any other tool if you integrate, it is not required, it's not understandable, or it's not be compulsory that field name which you're using in ServiceNow have a same field name in the other tool as well. So from the consulting perspective, it is important to see that how these fields are mapped. ये आपको experience में से आएगा. If you remember why we use the transform import set Excel format from ServiceNow, so that it should be similar when we upload the data. So now we are doing the integration of ServiceNow to ServiceNow, so I'm not much worried about this thing. What is the syntax for the query? कि मुझे भेजना क्या है? ठीक है? So we have to be write a syntax here. और syntax लिखने का एक तरीका रहता है. I will follow. I generally follow a post here of the ServiceNow to ServiceNow integration. I'll give it to you now. Master one and beautifully written, beautifully. If you want to understand ServiceNow integration from the basics, good to go hai. I can say blindly I can say this is good to go article hai. Okay. I learned from this article only. So now what we have to do? This thing means I have to be tell that if I put anything in my instance in short description, this should go to the short description of the Yashaswini instance in the incident table. I'm doing field to field level mapping. So let me copy this small code and we'll put it there. इसका syntax ये रहता है. This one. If you want more parameter to be passed, you have to be enter and you have to put the another parameter as well. Or you can put the, because how it be saying? It is saying this side is from the source. This side is from the target, because in the both we have the same field. So I'll put this one SHORT_description, because दोनों में field name same है. If we are doing integration with any other tool where the field name is different, make sure that you use the field name here. So now I want to be just do with the one parameter, short description. And then click on the auto generate variables. Click on this. What it will do, remember the transform map, auto mapping. What it will do, it will create here. And now let's save this first, because we will get method पे काम कर रहे हैं. We have to see the post method. Did it get change? अच्छा यहाँ नाम गलत है, ठीक है रुको. LNG post. Now it's good. No confusion at all. ठीक है, ये देखो. Means if I pass anything in my instance, it will go in the incident table dot short description of the SharePoint instance, because the endpoint is pointing to the this thing. Now how to test? Come here and put some value. LNG partial. Okay. And click on the test. Click on the test now. Test means what is be happening? You give order to the waiter to go there and ask the chef to create. Why it's be opening like this? ये भी हो गया. Generate usage. It should work. Let me save it here. And now let's go to the SharePoint instance and see. Incident open. Did we get anything called the LNG पाठशाला? नहीं, देखो यहाँ पे नहीं आया, because we put in the short description. No, it means this particular API is not working at point of time. Something wrong here. Now let's see what's wrong here. Sorry, click on the new. But LNG test value. LNG and submit. Why it is not working? This is what is my question. And test. Now it's work. Good. So you got a error code 1. देखो error आ गई. So if you go here, you will not find the incident. क्योंकि that API showing error code 1. Unknown host exception this. Our endpoint URL address is wrong. Right address is 199.717 and we put 199.1744. So what to do? Go back here. Change it. This is the right address. आपने चिट्ठी, you send a letter, but letter come back to you because the address was wrong. जब address गलत होगा तो किसी ने पढ़ा ही नहीं. Now test the same thing. You got a 200 error.
It's 717.
177, right? Ah,
No, 713.
but we are getting 200 error. Let's see, is it working? Or might be get some other instance? No. Good. You have to be understand that what is this code means. See, it is not. Is it fail? No, it's not fail. My API is working, but it did not find this address. So now let's change it again. 717, right? Clicks. And now again run. This is the code I am looking for. If 201 is the code, my API is working as expected. Want to be C? Go and refresh. See. Incident get created in the Yashaswini's instance now. Clear? Everybody till this point? Yes or no? Good. So now we got the point that yes, our API is working fine. क्योंकि बाकी you did not send anything else, तो बनेगा भी नहीं. And it pick up the first use case because we change this thing. Now, अतुल ये तो static है. Static means you are doing a testing and then the incident get created. But I want when I click on the submit button, ये वाला. Let's say I'm creating an incident in my instance. And if I click on the submit button, then I want the same incident should get created in the history instance. What to do? Do one thing. Come back here. Preview script usage. And copy this. Oh. Copy this. ठीक है, copy कर लिया. Good. Now what to do? Come back here and search for the business rule. Click on the new. Give a name. LNG 250-816-1917. On this table I want to do on the incident table. Click advance. I want to run it on the after insert. क्या करूं? When I want this BR should be run when anybody is inserting a record. तो क्या करूं? Go to advance. And paste your code. तो ये तो cheating है. नहीं. What I'm doing, I'm calling this API in my business rule. तभी तो run time पे काम होगा. What you have to make a change now? What you need to do change here? What you are seeing? Hard coded value. देखो what this contain? REST message का नाम है, method है, parameters है. हमने दो parameters भेजते, we are using just one parameter, short description. Let's remove this thing. But problem क्या है? That it should be on the runtime. If I click submit now, then only the value should go. And what property, what method we have to be used here? if I want to work on the open record? Anybody idea? Any idea? We use current dot. So what we have to do? Let me show you on this particular concept. Copy. It says don't worry, go here and use this thing. Current dot short description. That's the only thing we have to do. So it means if I go here, I just put here. Just copy paste this. It is very basic one. Dot this without quotes. No. And save. Matlab, when I click on the submit button of this incident table, a record get inserted. I want that record should pick up the value of the short description, call to the API and create a record in the other system. You want to test it? Let's test. I'm not putting anything else. This is hello from and now click on save. The business will run in the background and in the business rule we have everything. मुझे पता है कि मेरे बिजनेस रूल को रेस्ट कहां पर जाना है, कौन सा मेथड पिकअप करना है और क्या पैरामीटर पास करना है. Come back here and just put asterisk. My incident got created in the system. This is integration, runtime integration with the REST API. Doubt, question, and clarification now. Tell me. Any doubt, any question, any clarification?
Can we able to move already incidents are there, right? If you want to move those incidents to new instance, that is not.
No, because API work on the runtimes. If you want to move that, better use the XMLs, export XML and import it there. This, what we have just seen in the last 39 minutes. This is just a glimpse of integration and it is like 0.5% only. But the fundamental will be same in any kind of integration you do, any kind, I'm saying. Any integration you do in ServiceNow, with ServiceNow or in ServiceNow to any other third-party tool, the fundamental will be same. You need endpoint URLs. You need the table. You need the authentication. And you need the field. What field need to be mapped to which field? Try to add more fields in your APIs. And just in the short description, just put the current or this, current or this, current or this, current or this. It will work. Okay, everybody all clear till this point on the integration? Doubt, question, clarification?
Actually, yeah, I want to ask, is this the same concept with some other third application like Jira and all of that?
Yes. Fundamentally same. See, either you make meat, chicken or fish. Fundamental will be always same. You have to bring it from the market, clean it, cut it, fragment it, and then make it. Or if I talk from the Indian perspective, if you want to make a rice, anything, it depends. Pulao or khichdi or fried rice, Fundamental is same. Take a rice, clean it, and then boil it and make it. So fundamental is not going to be changed. That is the reason I always says in my discussions, always says in my trainings, if your roots are clear, only then you can survive in a service now. If you don't know the fundamentals, tough to be survive. क्योंकि आपको बेसिक्स ही नहीं पता तो how you'll make it. ठीक है. Now the other point which is important. Let's say Yashaswini, Krupa, Salma, Seema, and Josna are the good friends. They are staying in the same premises, same society. Okay. When they purchased that flat, there was no security. Anybody can enter in the premises at any point of time. Anybody can go in anybody's house at any point of time, which make a concern. Then they appoint the security at the main gate, who will take your orders, who will take your or the who will confirm the guest and only then send that guest to the respective house. What is the purpose of this example in this scenario? I said, guys, or I said, I can implement, or let's say Josna and Kurupa says, Atul, we are running a company. Can you implement ServiceNow instance or ServiceNow in my company? And you have to do the integration as well. हो जाएगा integration, no problem. Now just give me yes or no. If you are might be at the railway station or might be at the airport or might be at the bus stand, are you happy to use your data cable to charge the phone in these places? Answer will be no. I'm saying from the data cable. I'm not saying from the with proper charger and no, only with the data cable. Why? Why you will not use? Chalo, airport I can still understand, but are you okay to do this charging on the bus stands or on the railway stations? Never. The reason being, Atul, might be someone will take our data, because data cable is the only way to transfer the data. You have a security concern. In the same manner, when I says, okay, let's integrate ServiceNow with the customers another tool, because ServiceNow is a cloud based and customer having the instance in their own environment on their network. They say, sorry, Atul, we can't allow you. We had to be set something in the middle. This concept is called the mid server, not this one here. Paint. This is ServiceNow instance. This is Josna's and Kurupa's company network. I said, guys, please allow me to use your network to get the data. Kurupa says no. Direct, you can't enter. No, not allowed at all. Then what you want? Atul, do one thing, put some mechanism on the place on the security. Same concept. You are not using your data cable in the public places to charge because of the risk that someone can steal your data. So what you want? Okay. ServiceNow. companies or the Krupa's and Josna's company, and in the middle I am putting mid server. Management, instrumentation, and I guess it's discovery or something is there mid server. What it will do? It will take the input from ServiceNow, check the authentication, pass to the client environment, get the things from here, put to the mid server knock to the ServiceNow and say, boss, your request is ready, please take it and bring the data in the this thing. Mid server installation, I'll not say it's a must, but it's not less than the must, I can say. What this mean? It's a commendable. That a customer says if you want to be in touch service, because service now hosted in some other instance, some other country, and I want to be get the data from the service now from the customer's instance, customer's network. So mid server is given by service. Now it's a Java based small application, a code which you have to be execute, and this will be get executed only in the customer environment. So how it's look like? Let me show you a picture. ये देखो, ये ऐसा होता है. Let me show you this thing. This is ServiceNow. This is mid server. और mid server से information pass होके client network में जाती है कि क्या चाहिए, what you want. Let's say you want to be have a good dinner, but you will not go in any open kind of a restaurant which is not secure, mainly in the night time. So you need mid servers. The best example is this. This is my ServiceNow instance. This is client environment पूरा, और यहाँ पर mid server install है. So from a ServiceNow request go to mid server communicate to the other people, other environments, other components, not environment, other components. If you want to see a little bit more, you can see it there. See. Internal network, customer का network है सारा का सारा ये. Mid servers are mainly used in the discovery, ServiceNow discovery. Mid servers are used for the integration perspective as well. So you have to be tell to the customer, hey, or you even not you tell, customer will ask you, customer security team will ask you how you will make sure that this is secure, the request is coming, it is secure. So mid server is in the place. A very small introduction I'm just giving to you, because if tomorrow you read somewhere the mid server, you know that yes, the basics you know. इसका इतना ही काम है mid server का. But it is like a heart for the integration. So first request will go in the mid server, then from mid server to the customer instance, get the information from there, come to the mid server, and then mid server pass it to the ServiceNow instance. Clear till this point. Not discussing much because it is not. There are few topics in this training. Practically, those are not the part of admin. If you compare it with the ServiceNow now learning courses, you will find a lot of difference. But I think these topics are important to give you an overview so that when you are applying for jobs, when you're reading the JDs, you know that what this mean for you. And now it's the last option, last concept. It's called the LDAP. Even though if I say practically, LDAP is an old concept now. It's not a new concept. It's a very old concept now. When we join a company, organization, company create our record, name, age, gender, everything. But the same company create another record in the another tool that is called Active Directory. Which contains your name, the groups you are associated, your user ID is mainly contained in the AD. AD is the one from which the authentication, also the information should be picked up and verified in the tool. Okay, but nowadays companies are moving from AD to Azure. AD is like a software which we install in our, means at one or two places it get installed properly, not properly means get installed in the customer instance and has been maintained by users. But now everything is digital. So AD is getting replaced by the Azure now. Azure AD, cloud-based AD. Service when this Azure was not there, ServiceNow was giving the integration of ServiceNow and AD called the LDAP. Light Directory Access Protocol, something like this. LDAP means if I show you this thing, why I have this topic in my training, because this is something common you should know. So in AD only two things are there. Only two things. One is user, second is group. Nothing else there in AD. देखो. AD में exactly in AD you have only two things. User and group. Nothing else stored in AD. So if I say, okay, you are joining a new company or you join a new company, you have multiple portals. HR पोर्टल, मेडिकल का पोर्टल है, सर्विस नाउ में लॉग इन करना है, सक्सेस फैक्टर में लॉग इन करना है, अप्रेजल्स क्लिक करना है, salaries, benefits, everything you have to do. Did your account get credited in every tool? No. It has been just authenticated and integrated with the AD. And then it worked for you. So AD is the key. So when any person leave the company, his or her AD account get deactivated first, ताकि वो किसी टूल में लॉगिन ना कर पाए. In my company, I'm using 20 portals. If I leave, do you think that they will go in 20 portals? No, they just lock my AD account so that I should not able to log in after my last working day and last working hours. Right? So to integrate that part, this we need a LDAP, mid server. ये रहा client का AD, ये AD servers है. I want now in AD, in the company's AD, there are 10,000 employees, and I want this 10,000 employees should able to use ServiceNow. But to use the ServiceNow, what we need? Every user need a username and the password. Are you going to get the 10,000 records in ServiceNow for these users? No. We integrate this with the AD. I'll give you a basic example to understand this concept, that how the technology gets changed. In 2009, when I started my IT journey with Accenture, we got the desktops. तब desktops ही चलते थे, ठीक है? To log in the desktop, I have a different password. To open my Outlook, I have a different password. And to go to my Accenture portals for timesheets, for salary, benefits, medical, I have a different portal and different password. Kitna problem? How many password you have to be remember it? Then technology gets changed, evolve, not change, evolved, innovated. Now I just use one password to enter into my laptop and everything get auto connected. My Outlook, my OneDrive, my SharePoint, my Teams, everything get automatically connected because the authentication is coming from the AD and they're using the SSO, single sign on concept. Now, if you log in the YouTube, or might be you log into Gmail, open the YouTube in the other browser. Did YouTube ask you to be logged in? No. That is called SSO. You open the share Google Drive. Did it ask for to log in? No. SSO. And how this SSO is coming? It has been defined in the instance somewhere that SSO enabled for everybody. So LDAP, to do the LDAP service now give us everything out of the box. This is what the benefit. So LDAP means I need to be get the data, and to get the data means I have to be use data source, import set, and transform map. The beauty of this concept is everything is given in ServiceNow out of the box. You want to see, go here, search for the LDAP. We can't do this thing in our PDI because we don't have a LDAP server. Testing server nahi diya ServiceNow ne hame. But you can see everything here. Data sources, your transform map, your loads, and everything you can see. See, data source. Users and group, two different tables हैं तो दो different data source बनेंगे. If you click on the users, देखो, transfer map भी है. The only purpose because earlier, before I guess, majorly 3 or 4 years, not 2 or 3 years back, not 3 or 4, 2 or 3 years back when Azure was not that much famous or used by the limited customers, LDAP was exist much. But now every company is going on the Azure. But again, there are customers who are still using the AD and they want the users should become from AD to ServiceNow. They use the out of the box integration only. You have to be just configure for your client. You have to just configure the LDAP servers. कहाँ से data लेके आना है? Rest is given by ServiceNow. Data sources हैं, transform map है, सब दिया हुआ है. You have to be just little configuration and your work will be done. Clear everybody? Doubt, question or clarification? Only one person understand. Good. So with this, we have completed our integration topic, a brief integration topic, I can say, with the LDAP, mid server, and ServiceNow to ServiceNow integration. And with this, our course is also get concluded here. And the last question before I stop the recording and we go for the formal closure. Good. Before I go for the formal, yes, go ahead, Yashaswini, please.
Yeah, Atul, in integration, are we moving from older tool to new tool, which is ServiceNow? Example, from Jira to ServiceNow?
Yes, anything you can do. It is
No,
called, from you want to from Jira to service now, na?
uh,
Same concept. Yes, you can do. You need to be use the get method.
but you said the runtime changes will be
Acha, old data will not come. No, no, no. Old data will never come.
okay.
Old,
So what if want to migrate from
then use
Jira?
XML. Get XML and then put it. Yes.
Okay,
Generally, we
migration is different, integration is different.
yes, migration is different. Yes, integration is different. Migration, you are just taking the data and putting it. So, okay, if I give example, according to me, what's migration means? Heart plantation. Take the heart of one person and put it the other person. That is a migration. Integration means is like a blood or the dialysis happen. A live person is lying on the one bed, the patient is lying on the other bed, and from your side, blood is going in the other person. That is integration. Because you are fully connected with that person. Until you did not stop the donation or other until unless the patient says yes, or the doctor says to the patient that yes, for today's dialysis has been done, till the time you also lying and he is also lying on the bed. That is called integration. Integration, you connect two systems with the proper authentications, like we did in the basic authentication. In the migration, no authentication required. Bring the data and put it. That's all. This is what we saw, right? When we did the import XML, did you create any authentication? No authentication, right? So this is what is migration and the integration. And generally, when we say that we're doing integration, we don't bring the old data. We just bring the new data. Or if you want to bring the old data as well, then you have to be run the get method. Make some changes in the source system so that it should move to this thing, target system. And these things you learn with exposure and experience. As I said, what integration we did might be just 0.5% of total integration concept. But what we learn is the fundamental for every integration. ServiceNow give a lot of spokes, inbuilt code. So we build our API, right? ServiceNow give a lot of inbuilt spokes as well. Like you want to integrate with Jira, you want to integrate with WhatsApp, you want to integrate with the Teams, you want to integrate with the Slack. You can do it. Out of the box spokes are available. For that, you have to be install the integration hub. In PDI, it might work or it might not be work. It's a paid plugin. ServiceNow says that my customers are using this thing for Jira, Jenkins, Remedy, everything for these things. Almost out of the box spokes are available, APIs are available. You have to just put the in endpoint URLs. That's done. Clear now, Yashaswini?
Yeah, so one more question.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So in integration, like we will be using two tools, right? Jira and
Yes.
ServiceNow.
No. So don't say it's Jira. We always say in integration, ServiceNow and any third party tool we are using. The third party can be your WhatsApp, third party can be your Teams, third party can be your Jira, third party can be your Jenkins, your get this in Sherwell or Servidesk or anything else, even ServiceNow as well. So in third party, which is not maintained by by the ServiceNow, is called the third party tool here. Clear now?
Yeah, clear. So do we continuously use that third party tool and ServiceNow for the
This is what
project?
the, this is what the integration says, right? I'll
Yeah,
give
but
it.
already
Okay,
we
I'll
have
give,
one
I'll give
tool,
you one
right? So
example.
what is why we have to move to ServiceNow?
Yes, that's nice question. I'll give you example. Are you using Amazon website or the Amazon website? Let's talk about the website. Right? Amazon, Myntra, Flipkart, Nike. You're using those sites to order something, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right. Now, do you know what is the backend behind these websites? Do you know the backend behind these websites? कहीं तो देखो, somewhere this data is getting stored. I'll give my example. When I completed my MCA in the last semester, we had to do the um, on training, job training we had to do for the 6 months. So I got a chance to work with the government company called, not government, it's a private one, Tata's one, NDPL, North Delhi Power Limited. So I go there and I got a chance to work on their project. You know where they are storing the data? Not on the Excel sheets. Sorry, where they are storing their data? Not in the this thing. Access, MS Access. No, they're storing the data in the Excel sheets. And they asked me because I was using the Visual Basic VB was the language which we use, the platform which we use. They asked me you have to be integrate VB and the Excel sheet. VB and the Excel sheet. I said, but why? They're saying we are using this thing. This concept called the legacies. So you are using Amazon, Myntra, Nykaa, a lot of websites. Do you know that where they're storing the data, how they're storing the data? Might be they're using Excel sheet in the background. So what they have done, they have integrated this website with the ServiceNow. When you click on the submit button on the Nykaa or the Myntra or the Amazon website, might be a record get generated in the ServiceNow itself. This is called the integration. You don't know anything. You don't know. By using the platform, you never understand that what tool is it is. But might be in the background, they're using this thing only. You're going Citibank. You're using SDFC. You're using the Airtel. These are the customers of ServiceNow only. You can see on the ServiceNow website. Might be using a Citibank bank account and you're using the Citibank app. You're facing some issue in the debit or the credit. You log an incident. You log a case. The background it's a ServiceNow. So front end can be anything. Backend can be ServiceNow. And to integrate this, to join this two, we do the integrations. Practically, it's not a good thing. If I say practically, because customer need to be maintain the two tools. Legacy we maintain karo, ServiceNow we maintain karo. But sometimes it's a need of the customer. Might be they want to save some license on the ServiceNow perspective. Then they say, okay, ऐसे use कर लेते हैं इसको. We are using our portal. Can you integrate our portal with the ServiceNow? Depend. Multiple use cases हैं इसके यशस्विनी. Clear?
Yeah, clear. Thanks.
Any other doubt? So that's fine. You have a right to be asked. Okay. So now before formally we close this session, let's take few second pause here, because if you remember the people who joined on the day one, they remember we started this course by praying to God, and let's say thanks to God because this 31-day journey has been completed now. So he gave us the power to anybody, to any God you believe. Even if you don't believe, then also just close the eyes and take a rest. Let's thanks to God for his grace, power, thoughts, words, strength, motivation, support, guidance in the last 31 days. Continuously, we are able to join on time and close it. And then finally, we close this session. Formally, we close these sessions. Okay. Okay. Why my video is not working? Okay, no problem. So before I close this session, I would like to be say thanks to each one of you who supported me, guided me, and stand with me in the last 31 days. But before that, I would like to be say thanks to your family on priority. Specifically, the girls who are married, they have to be take care everything. Family, kids, husband, work, house. Like Josna, promise, she stayed till night and get up early mornings again. So thanks to you and your family. And please pass, you have to be thanks to your family now because they supported you. Only then you're able to spend this 1 hour every day without any worry. Okay. So to your families, your spouses, your kids, parents, to give you a chance to learn service now and to try to be get something in ecosystem now. Definitely thanks to my family as well, even though they're not there, but still thanks to my family as well who supported me. Anybody last point they want to be say something before we close it? Good. So okay, we will discuss it on this part. Let's close this recording here and we'll take a quick attendance now and then we'll close this session. Okay.